The Raw after WrestleMania is normally used as a bit of a restart for the WWE. As well as celebrating new champions, it is usually used as a stepping stone for future matches or feuds. And this year's Raw after WrestleMania was no different. That's why during this video, I'm going to be covering 5 future matches or feuds that were hinted at on the Raw after WrestleMania. And like I say in my previous videos, if you love anything professional wrestling, you should probably give this channel a subscribe. I guarantee you'll love it here. Let's get into the video. Starting off with probably the most interesting one, Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. Now, if you watched the Raw after WrestleMania, you would have seen that CM Punk came out to address the WWE Universe after he's lost to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. What was interesting about this promo was that he didn't seem defeated. He seemed somewhat motivated. Maybe motivated to go after another certain world title. He was then interrupted by the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, who was a bit confused as to why CM Punk, who actually lost his match, whereas he, who actually won his match, felt like a loser. CM Punk then tried to reassure Cody that he felt in good spirits because he was now free to basically do whatever he wanted, including setting his sights on another world title. Being a fighting champion Cody Rhodes is, he definitely knew what CM Punk was referring to and said to him whenever he wants it, he can have a championship match. And it's been heavily rumored that we should expect this match at WrestleMania 43. CM Punk has never been shy about calling out Cody Rhodes or making his intentions clear about him wanting the WWE Championship. And considering the story these two have had over the years so far, it should definitely be an interesting feud. Hopefully going into WrestleMania 43, but we'll have to see how it goes. Now moving over to the women's main event side, where we find our future potential next match in Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. And I know what you guys are going to say, we've seen this match so many times, we've already seen the feud, we may not want it again. Hey, me too, but it doesn't mean WWE still can't tell an interesting story from this. On the recent episode of Raw, as Rhea Ripley was saying goodbye to Io Sky as she will now be moving over to SmackDown as the new Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley walked past Liv Morgan with Liv saying, "I guess I'll see you around," and Rhea replying, "I look forward to it." Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think this will be a full-blown feud. I predict this will probably be a match at Crown Jewel for the Crown Jewel Women's Championship. But either way, I'm intrigued to see the direction that WWE go with this. Now, moving over to the tag team division, where we should find our next future feud/match, the Street Profits versus Austin Theory and Logan Paul for the tag team championship. On the Raw after WrestleMania, the Street Profits finally made their return after a long hiatus to help Seth Rollins, who was getting beaten on by Division. Now, I know some people may have thought that this is to create another Seth Rollins faction, but no, I believe that this will lead to a match between the Street Profits and Logan Paul and Austin Theory for the Raw Tag Team Championships. And considering how lifeless the Raw Tag Division has been, the Street Profits are definitely what is needed to add a little bit of flavor and spark back to the division. Now, I predict this match should probably take place on an episode of Raw or at a PLE like Backlash. Now, moving on to two superstars who both picked up wins at WrestleMania 42, and of course I'm talking about LA Knight and Gunther. On Monday Night Raw, following his win against Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 42, Gunther set his sights back on the World Heavyweight Championship during his backstage interview. However, this was quickly interrupted by LA Knight, who also made his intentions clear about the World Heavyweight Championship, which naturally created tension between these two superstars, which we should all expect to lead to a feud or match in the near future. LA Knight and Gunther are no strangers to each other. In fact, Gunther recently defeated LA Knight in the My Last Time Is Now tournament, where he went on to retire the greatest of all time, John Cena. And I definitely see this being used as a talking point during this rivalry. My hope is that LA Knight just doesn't come out of this feud looking like more of a loser than WWE are already making him look like. Now, moving over to the fifth and final future match/feud, which has pretty much already been confirmed, Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. And boy, am I excited for this one, as this is a match that fans have been calling for ever since Jacob Fatu stepped foot in the WWE. On the Raw after WrestleMania, when Roman Reigns came out to celebrate his win over CM Punk for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, he was interrupted by the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu, who made it clear that he wanted the World Heavyweight Championship and basically wanted everything that Roman Reigns has. And he also made it clear that he wasn't willing to wait for this either, as he challenged Roman Reigns to a match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at Backlash. Roman Reigns, being Roman Reigns, responded to Jacob by basically saying that he's not ready and he should have a better think about if he actually wants this, as he doesn't believe Jacob has what it takes to carry the pressure of being a world champion. This already adds an interesting layer to the feud, and I really hope that WWE, in the short time that they have, are able to tell a compelling story, potentially involving the Usos as well. But there we have it, guys. Those are some matches / feuds that we should look forward to coming out of Raw in the next couple of weeks / months. It's been your boy Grapple Talks, and I really hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, make sure you leave a like and a subscribe. I will see you guys very soon in the next one.